Morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday, week 2, and we're going to get through this. All right, so what I wanted to talk about in this video are the test changes for the AP exam. I sent out some information that the AP shared last week. I believe it was Thursday. And I haven't gotten a whole lot of new information than that, but I wanted to go over what's there. I'm meeting with other AP teachers and Mr. Dodge this afternoon via video conference, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more information. But let's take a look at some of the changes that are going to be happening to your AP exams this year. So first off, you may already know this, you're going to take a 45-minute test from home, none of this 3 hours sitting in the Aux gym. The test is going to be free response, which means there's no multiple choice. Now, what I don't know is if it's going to be one question, you're going to write an essay, or if it's going to be a few questions, like some of the smaller questions that you have on the APUSH exam. So we're going to find out maybe next week, maybe the week after. You're going to be able to take the test on any device, whether you have a computer, a tablet, or your smartphone. They're also allowing you to handwrite it out and then take a photo of that and submit that as well. There are going to be 2 different testing dates. We don't know what those dates are yet. I'm guessing one of them will probably be in April, and then one of them will probably be later in May. So that gives you some time. If you want to get it out of the way, you can do that. Another thing might be if you're taking like 4 or 5 tests, or even 2 or 3, maybe you want to spread them out. Take 1 or 2 in April and then 1 or 2 in May. So that's something that once we get that information, you're going to have to plan that out. More information is coming April 3rd, specifically about what kind of questions the AP is going to be asking and those dates. They're working very hard on that right now. Another thing that they're doing is you can cancel the exam at no charge at this point. All of you who have signed up for the test, which was all of my students except I think 3, you've already paid a deposit. Now you may not have paid the full price, and you're going to have to pay that at some point, but the AP is allowing you to cancel at this point, understanding that these are trying times and you may not want to push yourself with an AP exam at this point. So cheating, this question has already come up from one of you who sent me a message last week. And wow, good timing on my part. We actually talked about this in the work that we did last week. So the College Board is not just going to give you these opportunities to cheat. They are thinking about this very seriously. They're going to present a test that's designed and administered in ways that will prevent cheating. So they're designing something where you're not going to be able to go on to Google and just look it up and then put it all together. They're also going to be using plagiarism detection software, just the same as Turnitin.com. So I suspect that they're going to catch most cases of cheating that way. But honestly, just think about what PRIDE stands for as a Curtis Viking. The I is for integrity. Don't cheat. Now, another piece of good news, they are providing some free instructional support, and that's on top of what we're already doing in class. They're going to have some live review sessions starting Wednesday. In fact, they've got one scheduled. The one on Wednesday is going to be about a particular skill, explaining how an argument demonstrates an understanding of an audience's beliefs, values, or needs. These sessions, I think right now it's scheduled for 9 o'clock. It's about a 45-minute session, but they are going to be taped so you can access them at any time. Each session will be on a different skill. I've got the link here in the PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to post the PowerPoint presentation on Google Classroom along with where this video is. But we'll click on that link and we'll see what the College Board has here. Once it loads up, they have the free AP review classes, and then you go through and you see all the different AP classes that are offered. And for AP English Language and Composition, we open it up and they have this particular skill that I already mentioned. Actually, it's at 3 o'clock Eastern time, which would be noon our time. So remember when you're looking at these, if you want to look at them live, they're going to list them in Eastern time, so you just take the 3 hours away. But the first one is Wednesday. Looks like they're going to repeat it Thursday and Friday. They will have them taped I suspect this is where you're going to see a taped version. But if I click on that link, it takes me to YouTube. It says live in 2 days at 12 o'clock. So YouTube, they get the time right. So that would probably be your best bet for supplemental activities. At this point, because I don't even know what types of questions are going to be asked, I can't really prepare test review sessions. But as we approach the 2 different dates for the exam, I'll have a much better idea of what they're going to be asking, and then I'll be able to prepare some specific test review. What I suspect is that they're going to be asking for shorter responses for paragraphs. And the paragraphs are going to be very similar to the kind of work that we did last week with the cheating. And I chose those questions very specifically because I was looking at particular skills that I wanted you to demonstrate. And each one of those, when I would say be comprehensive, I wanted you to give me essentially your response, your thesis statement, and then support it with evidence. And the ones that I felt did the best job were the ones where they were talking specifics. They were giving me specific examples from the text. They were talking about details within their response. And that is going to be the best response that you can possibly do. So we're going to continue to do some of that work. This week, I think we're going to focus on some rhetorical analysis, and I'll have more on that later today for you. So I hope your Monday's going well. I hope you're getting some work done. Thank you for the blog posts. The music lists are awesome, and I'm really enjoying reading what you folks are writing. Brings a smile to my face, a lot of this stuff. And if you haven't had a chance, check out Kevin Nguyen's blog post. I think it's in 4th period. He's got some excellent music there, especially what he posted for Elise. So check that out. Enjoy.